Hey, it's Kim. Thanks for clicking on today's video. We're going to be setting up for the month of September. And I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm actually thinking that today's video might be a mix of me talking to you, to the camera, and also some voiceover type sections for a few reasons. And the reasons are as follows. It's hot. So I really want to turn on my fan, you know, and vibe out in that kind of way. Also, I'm really feeling like I need some planner time. And I don't know if you can hear it. My window's actually open, so it's loud. But I'm feeling like I need some planner time, you know, like when you just sit down and you want to look at not look at, but you just want to take your time and set up some of your planner stuff. So here are the vellums. Well, this is the first one that I showed you, kind of like lighter, and then the second one a little bit darker. It has more of those scenes in it. Beautiful as always. And no, I am not paid to say that. And then here is the September vellum calendar, and we'll go through these as well together. So yeah, like I was saying, sometimes you just want to sit down with your planner and have some fun and just put things together. And that is the mood that I'm feeling at the moment. Here's that included set of numbers, like months, days, and dates that come in every monthly sub kit from Sterling Ink. And then here are the washi strips. Really beautiful. And these two are the same. And then next up, we have some of the larger elements with a bigger scene sticker, more of these detail stickers, some of the corners and edge stickers, and scenes, more scenes, all very beautiful, very detailed, not too dark. Sometimes these scene stickers can be a little bit too dark for some of the spreads that I like to put together in my planner, but I actually feel like these all will work really well. Some of the floral elements, and that is one of the vinyl stickers. Oh, and that's another one. So we have these two stickers, both really pretty. I'll likely put one of these on my monthly, and then the freebie that comes for the month with any orders that you might place, that should come in the order, along with the mini September sticker calendar, as well as the business card for the month, and the tabs, and then the month headers for September, the ones that are in the block print. So that's everything that I have in the sub kit for this year, and this is the full sub kit, not the deluxe subscription kit. I just dropped down from the deluxe to the full, and I'm finding that it does contain all of the things that I need. I'm pretty happy with the amount of items that I do get in the full sub kit and how they're working for me. The thing that I probably missed the most might be like the script name for the month, but last month I was able to just use some of my stamps, which I need to do because I feel like I don't use them nearly as often as I should. So that's what I did for August, and I will likely do the same thing for September. So those are all of the items that came in this month's subscription kit. I'm just gonna tuck these back in the vellum, and I will figure out what to do with them. In August, oh, I don't think I showed this, did I? Oh, I think I showed it on a reel, so you can check that out. I cut out some of the scenes that were in those vellums and put that onto some of the pages. I can actually give you a little peek. I'll of course do an August flip through, but for instance, like here, I used a vellum piece and stuck it over that area. Did the same thing here because I saw Catherine do it when I think she was setting up her July pages in her planner, and I thought that was a really good use of the vellums. because a lot of the times I don't get around to using all of them, or at least not nearly as many as I think I would, or as much of the vellum as I think I would. But getting back to what I was saying, so we're gonna set up for September, of course, but there will likely be some voiceover portions of this video after we do my September swatches. And the reason why we're gonna do voiceovers is because, like I said, it's hot, so I want to turn on my fan. Also, I just want some zone out planner time. I know you can relate. I know you guys are planners, you love planners, and you love to just, you know, sit down and decorate your planner. So that's what I feel like doing today. And of course, I'll come in through voiceover and talk through some of the things I'm doing. And also, I don't even know if I'm gonna finish this today. We'll see. My goal is to finish it today, but who knows? It's actually nearing the time that I should be cooking dinner soon. So maybe not. I feel like this is a good one. This one is a good one in terms of like having all of the colors together in the kit, but it's a little large for this spot. So I don't want to use that one. Oh, something I usually do is to look at the freebie sticker first to see if there's anything there. Oh, like this one. It's a nice size sticker. It doesn't have any of the burgundy-ish color in it, but I actually feel like I can put this sticker down and then layer. I can put this sticker down and then layer maybe like that reddish burgundy-ish kind of flower there to tie in all the rest of the colors. I think that might work. I would prefer maybe a slightly lighter purple flower to do that, like one of these maybe. Before I commit to this combo, let's look at these other stickers. No, I think I'm gonna do this one. And I like to use the one from this freebie for this purpose because these are usually duplicates. Like, let me see if I can find, if I have like a duplicate of that one right there. So I don't feel like I'm wasting a sticker. Oh, yep, it's this one. Okay, so it is a smaller version of that one. So that's perfect, because that's the one that would not have fit on this spread anyway. All right, so I'm gonna use this one, and this is kind of going to be my guiding light for the colors of Tombows and the combinations of washi tapes that I'll choose for September. So I'll put that there. And like I said, I want to add in some kind of a purple flower, and I think this is the one. And we'll put it just right there, because when you know, you know. And I know that that's the one. So that's what I'll do there. And when I do all of this in my planner, like set up for the months and everything, I actually like to watch YouTube videos. I like to watch YouTube videos, and I'll watch like planning videos, of course. I also like to watch like book videos to see reviews or suggestions. I watch productivity videos, just a ton of different videos that I will put in my watch later playlist and just let it run on a loop. Before I move from here, you may or may not notice that I actually did stamp out some other things on this left-hand side of the page. I talked about it in my setup video. I wasn't sure like how I was going to use this, and I only did it for Q3 so far. But I do know how I want to go in and fill this out. Up at the top, I use a stamp that says focus. And then for each month, I have stamps that say working on, enjoying, and thankful for. So those are the things that I'm going to fill in here during one of these sessions when I'm just sitting down, you know, flipping through my planner and updating some things. So that's what I'm going to do. But first, so I'm going to be sitting here putting my planner together and setting up for September right along with you. So hopefully you have your planner out, maybe a nice beverage that you want to drink, and let's do this together. I'll put on some chill music and we'll just zone out.
My monthly setup starts the same as usual. I like to start by setting up a swatch section. Previously, it used to be like a full swatch page, but now I just use this column in that quarterly tracker in the Sterling Ink Common Planner, and that's more than enough space for me to plot out which Tombos I'll be using and get like a sampling of the washi tapes I'll also be using throughout the month. I like to pick some lighter colors along with some darker colors just to provide a bit of variation on the monthly spreads. And for September, I've already decided I'm going to be using my Platinum Century 3776. This is the celluloid version, and the color is stone or calico. I think it depends which country you purchase it in. It's either stone or calico. Whatever you want to call it, just call it beautiful because I absolutely love this pen. It is one of my favorites. I have a ton of fountain pens, but this is one of those ones that, you know, I will never, ever, ever let go in life. It writes beautifully and it's amazing. Also, I was using my other Platinum 3776 for August. And again, it's one of those pens that I really do love. One of those pens I could see myself using all the time, like constantly 24/7. So I'm still on a platinum kick. That's why I chose this one for September. And I'm inking it with the Sailor Shikiyori ink in the color Do You, which is a really, really dark blackish brown ink color. My monthly layout is pretty much the same as it usually is. I like to do like a heavy border down at the bottom and then have the month name up in the top left. And no, I don't care if it covers actual calendar boxes that I need for the month. I think I just need the name of the month up on the top left more than I need the space in the boxes. So I wanted to lean into more of the darker colors in this month's kit. So that's why I chose to use that washi strip, because it has some of those blacks and I think like dark greens and those darker colors in there. And I think the Tombow that I'm going to use to highlight different things on the monthly spread is going to be that one that I have on the spread, which is Tombow 990, which is sand. I don't have a ton of appointments or anything set for September just yet, so I'm gonna fill in all of the things that I do know of off the top of my head and then move into setting up all of the weeklies. I've been pre-decorating my weeklies for quite a long time now, and the current layout that I'm going to use for September is my usual timeline layout, is what I like to call it. You can see a couple of other videos on my channel all about the different weekly layouts that I like to use. Back in February, I did like an experiment of trying a different one each week, seeing, you know, if I would change my mind about how much I love this timeline layout, and spoiler alert, I did not change my mind. I did find another one that I do really love too, but I'm sticking to the timeline layout for September. Who's to say whether or not that might change for October? Only time will tell. I wanted to do something a little bit different for each of the weekly layouts. So some of them, again, I'm leaning into those darker colors, and I did pull out other washi tapes that are not on the swatch page that I created. When I create those swatches, it's not like a hard and fast rule that I have to use everything there, but it just kind of gives me an idea of what I'd like to use. So I'm setting up the basic framework for my timeline layout, which consists of some deco in the bottom left or right corner. And then I like to do some deco usually on the side over on the left, closer to where I stamp out the week number. Sometimes I'll do it in the middle of the page over on the right. I just like to vary it up here and there. So I did take a little bit of a break in between setting up the weeklies, and I got myself some snacks because we love snacks, right? I picked out 3 colors that I wanted to use for the stamping for this month. They're all in those like brownish kind of colors. hearkening to fall because fall is right around the corner. Summer ends at the end of September. So I figured I would lean into that fall autumn color scheme a little bit early. And I don't hate it. If you're curious, the colors I used in the Dewdrop Versamagic chalk inks, I used Sahara Sand, Jumbo Java, and Wheat. Wheat is that lighter beige color, Sahara Sand is that like medium tan color, and then Jumbo Java is that darker brown color. After the framework for the weeklies is done and I've stamped all of my week numbers, I'm moving on to the monthly dashboard. I keep my monthly dashboard over on the left hand side of the spread, and then my one line a day over on the right hand side of the spread. And my one line a day is very basic. I just write down something memorable about the day. And it's not always good. It doesn't have to be like a highlight from the day, just something that I can use to summarize how the day went for me. I know I said that I would stamp out September on my monthly dashboard, but I decided to go in with my Tombow instead. And this is Tombow 947. And then the vellum calendar that comes in the Sterling Ink subscription kit in between these two pages. And I do trim it down some because it comes in B6 size. So I trim it down on either side to allow it to fit the width of Standard Traveler's Notebook, which is the size of my planner since I'm using the N1 planner. And my last step before moving on from the dashboard is to put the tab up at the top so that I can easily flip to the month of September when I'm ready. So when I was thinking about whether or not I would pre-decorate the September pages, I was kind of on the fence. But what I did do is go in with a pencil. You can kind of see those light markings on the pages, and I noted which days would be on which pages. More importantly, which pages I would use for the weekly reviews, so that I know between each of the weekly reviews I can have that number of pages for the days of the week, Monday through Sunday. Because I just wanted to make sure that it can fit within those pages that are already allotted for the full month of September's dailies. Going back to put a few finishing touches on the monthly spread, I think I can pretty much call that done. Flipping through weeks 36, 37, 38, and 39. My frameworks are all in place. I'm really loving the variation in colors from week to week. Still keeping it interesting, but also all within the same color family and theme that coordinates with the sticker kit. I did decide to go in and write out the word week. In previous weeks, I used a stamp, but I felt like I kind of just wanted to handwrite it for September. And I actually almost forgot. I was about to flip through to the end thinking I was done, but I needed to set up my September tracker. And this is super simple. I just put one of the half washi strips down at the bottom, the September name sticker up at the top, and then draw in the basic frame that I use for my tracking grid. Lately, I've been kind of feeling like I want to track more stuff. I don't know why. I think I just want to look at a prettier graph or have, I don't know, just more stuff to look at, because I find it very visually pleasing, but I'm gonna leave it like this for now. And here's the recap of everything that we set up today. We've got the monthly layout, and then all of my weeklies with that timeline layout. And then we have the September tracker set up and ready to go. Again, I think I'm going to use Tombow 990 as my accent color for this month. And then the monthly dashboard, where I go over what my focus is for the month, what I'm reading, watching, learning, and what projects I'm working on. And then the side for my one line a day. And the only thing I decorated in the daily pages is that first day for September 1st. Thank you so much for following along on today's video. I hope you found it nice, relaxing, chill, and vibey. And I'll see you in the next one.